Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel God Will Do It For You. My name is Steven. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. And if this is your first time visiting the channel, definitely, if it resonates with you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to be a part of the channel. And also, it just helps the channel grow as well and reach other people that might be able to benefit from this content. But what we're going to be talking about today is the value of preparation. Now, why is this important? Well, most things in life require preparation in order for it to be successful. You have to make sure that you have all your T's dotted and all the things that you think that could happen in worst case scenario to the best of your ability. You go ahead and work out those scenarios so that way, if those issues do arise, you're able to go ahead and attack it full steam ahead. Now, what I love to do is always have the Bible ready to see exactly what the Bible says about the value of preparation. So we're going to go into Luke chapter 14, and I'm going to read verse 28 down to verse 30. And this is the word from the Lord. It says, "For which of you, desiring to build a tower, does not first sit down and count the costs, whether he has enough to complete it? Otherwise, when he has laid a foundation and is not able to finish, all who see it begin to mock him, saying, 'This man began to build and was not able to finish.'" How many people have seen that with their own eyes? They may have seen construction on the road and they're being told from the city, "We don't have enough money to complete it." So now you have construction everywhere, traffic is bad, things of that nature, all because there was a lack of preparation, a lack of resources, or the overestimation of exactly what will be needed to take care of the job. When God has us working at our purpose, pursuing our goals, pursuing the will of God, when God has us on task, He is going to make sure that we are as prepared as possible, because it's usually our day-to-day normal life job or whatever we're doing that we're learning the most from, that's going to be catalyst to where we're going. For example, David was just herding sheep in the shepherd's field. He didn't realize that over time he would grow brave and God would test him. He didn't know God was testing him. He just wanted to do a good job. So when the wild animals would come after the sheep, he would do what he could bravely to get those sheep back. He didn't care that his father Jesse would not have cared if he would have lost a sheep or two. He was kind of expected it. But in his eyes, he wanted to make sure that he did the best job that he could. And he was like, hey, if this is what we got, if we got 30 sheep, then we need to have 30 sheep. Little did he know that that preparation of building that confidence in himself and knowing that God is with him would give him the confidence to slay Goliath. What is your Goliath in life? What are you preparing for? What does God have you on assignment for? But maybe it's been a while and you're like, I don't see the progress. I don't know if I'm really even doing anything that's going to be valuable for the future. You know, I've been doing all this preparation. I haven't really seen the dividends come in. I don't get, no, trust me. Everything is working out the way that it should. Even if we want to apply it to something more current. Think Tyler Perry said that he was doing plays for 7 years and was not making enough money to even make a profit from it. He said he would make enough money to pay the people that did the play, but that was it. He had to believe in himself. He had to be patient. He didn't even know if it was going to work. He was getting ready to give up. But when he was getting ready to call it quits, he was getting ready to get frustrated, that's when God came through, because God knew in his heart that he was prepared. He was ready to be exposed. See, all those moments where we're pursuing something, we're working at something, and we're not seeing the progress, there's progress being made. And that is why it's important not to quit. Patience requires you understanding that things aren't going to happen when we want it to. But if we submit to God and his will for our life, what we will see is that if we stick it through, we will increase our chances of success of accomplishing that goal and seeing what the result of our accomplishment is. And that is what's most important. Sticking it through. Understanding that building that foundation is just as important as going through whatever it is that you're going through in life. Because if the foundation is strong, just like you see all these houses and things like that in Florida, they're built for hurricanes. See, the foundation has been manufactured to withstand what comes its way. But imagine if those same hurricanes came through South Carolina where I am. Well, we just got the tail of a hurricane and it almost destroyed us here. So, and I mean, they're putting power lines underground and everything here after that, because this whole city was basically shut down for a week. And I don't care where you say, a city not paying you any taxes and things like that for a whole week, it hurts them financially. So again, the value of preparation. The city was not prepared, and the result was damage everywhere. Everywhere. A complete standstill. People didn't know what to do. There is value in preparation, but you have to make sure that you're doing your part. Make sure that you are prayed up. Make sure that you have a faith that says, you know what, I may not be able to see the result, but trust me, if God wanted me to stop this, God could close the door. He can make it. Let's say for instance me, all of a sudden all my cooking stuff would fall apart. All of a sudden something catastrophic would start happening, so that way God could steer me away from it. But if anything, forward progress is slowly being made. The connections, the people that are saying, hey, we want to help you succeed. What I'm learning is the value of when something is competitive, as it is with food here, because the food scene here is big. And so people know, man, it's competitive, it's hard to make it. And that's why the one thing that I've learned is that if you have a relationship, if you love where you go, you don't mind going spending the money there. That's why people go to Chick-fil-A. They expect a certain type of service. Because they're like, hey, if I go to McDonald's, there's no telling how my customer service is going to be. But if I go to Chick-fil-A, I know that people are going to be this. And so it's the same way for me. God is revealing to me that, hey, this is bigger than just, hey, I cook good food, I sell it. No, you have to convince people why they shouldn't go to Chick-fil-A and they should spend their money on you. That's what you're doing. And the only way you're going to do that is if you have a relationship, if they know you, they understand your purpose for what you're trying to do. It's not just a money grab. You're like, hey, I'm trying to build something that can help people in the future. A legit business, a business that can teach people some things. So, the purpose of this video again, the value of patience and preparation. There's true value in it. The Bible just said. It says it right here. For which of you desiring to build a tower does not first sit down and count the cost? So that means, okay, you see the vision, the business. Now you have to sit down and calculate what is it going to take to get the business to that point. And that's the preparation. And the value is priceless. So I hope this video has been a blessing. If you feel led to like, share, subscribe, definitely do so. It's the weekend, so I hope everyone has a great, safe weekend. Otherwise, until next time,